Okay, well, I'm here with Darlington, and for the last couple of days we've been attending the LILAC conference in Manchester. So, Darlington, a few questions for you. I'm interested to know what new, possibly surprising insights you will take from having been here, having done the presentation and attended some of the parallel sessions.
All right,
about your work and back home.
Thank you, Emma. Attending LILAC conference 2013 was such an experience. Thanks to IDS for affording the opportunity. Indeed, we learned a lot of things from the conference. Probably I would start with the keynote address by Steve Wheeler. He highlighted a lot of issues that we were taking as simple, but they really matter in developing active learning and making students engage in their learning. Embedding technology, it's I think it actually makes information literacy training easy. Looking at the trends that are going on in Zimbabwe with students coming in with iPads, coming in with laptops, I think the issue of changing the learning environment in the library, I think it's something that we really need to implement as a library, and I would be glad probably to participate in setting up a learning environment. If you look at probably the example that you gave about the lecture theatre that we were in, that this is a lecture theatre, it was just created for a teacher-centered approach. There is no that active engagement. That's probably the same way our libraries were created, as just spaces for people to read, not really to actively engage.
Yeah.
So that was, I think it was a great insight. There was also the presentation during the Teach Meet sessions, the ladies from Sweden, where it's a simple issue of teaching academics how to use their iPads, how to use their notebooks. Usually with academics, they are proud. They don't want to come out to say that I don't know how to use this gadget. So having sessions or training sessions, organizing the training sessions on the effective use of electronic gadgets, I think it will also go a long way in imparting or in cementing IL training. Yeah, I think there was also the impact assessment, which Aston alluded to. That session was an awesome session. It is in tandem with what we are about to do back at the University of Zimbabwe Library to carry out an information literacy impact assessment. And the way she profiled the impact assessment at your institution, I think it's a great approach towards carrying out an evaluation, and also probably to factor in how IL is impacting the overall grades, the overall grades of the students, so that you have evidence to advocate for resources, you have evidence to advocate probably for more time space in the faculty timetable. Yeah.
Yes. Yesterday, when we had a brief conversation walking along the corridor, I got the impression that there were aspects of the work in Zimbabwe where you were delighted, surprised to discover that there were elements where you'd been able to really go further than perhaps some of the UK case studies that you'd seen at that point. I wondered if that was something you'd like to say more about.
Yeah, exactly. with the information, with the library and information science landscape, I think globally we share similar experiences, we share similar ideas. But from the after we had done our presentation, I think some of the participants were surprised that we are probably being given 2 hours a week to conduct IL training, vis-a-vis maybe them being given 2 hours per semester. So I think we really have we have done we are more advanced in that we are now being recognized by the faculty. The IL training is now part and parcel of the university curricula, such that we are afforded time on the timetable. And also, I think what is now left is the creation of a national information literacy policy.
Yeah.
Again, the second keynote address speaker, I think it's Dr. Imagada, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
she highlighted the issue of policy making in a presentation, and from Zimbabwe, I think there've been some literacy training for parliamentarians, and I think we are also ahead. I would like to believe that we have gone a long way towards addressing the issue of information literacy skills in Zimbabwe.
Thank you. I'm wondering if you'd like to say briefly what your two kind of wow highlights or highlights have been of being here.
Yeah, I think I'll keep on referring to Steve.
yeah, I think that's we're all agreed on that one.
Eye-opener. Probably looking again towards Ranga Swami's presentation today. But with Steve Willis, he presented it in such a way that he made information literacy to be interesting.
Yeah.
So you really can't wait to go and implement some of the things that he was talking about, embedding technologies, try and even the issue of games in ILS, all those things that he was mentioning about. I think they are really worth trying. The use of the social media, how do you harness telling people that with Wikipedia information is there, but the issue will be probably evaluating, checking references and etc. I think it was such an awesome presentation.
Yeah, it was like a beacon showing the way.
It was a good presentation. And the second keynote, she was highlighting the issue of media information literacy.
It was interesting.
Literacy. It's also an interesting subject that is coming up. I think with media information literacy, it's more specific than IL, such that imparting the media information literacy is sort of imparting survival skills to the students, the 21st century survival skills in terms of them being active citizens, those that participate in the creation of knowledge. They also participate in all democratic issues in a country. So I would like to believe that I think as time goes on, the media information literacy will unfold such that it will be easy for people to really impart, though we cannot really differentiate it between information literacy and I think there is a bit of overlapping roles there, but I think with media information literacy, it is more self-directed than information literacy, where it's broad range. It's a multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary thing.
And is there anything that you would wish had been different? Apart from weather, of course.
Yeah. I think probably maybe they might need to switch to change the season in which LILAC.
The season, change the season to summer.
Yeah, to summer. Because winter, it's something else. Though it was an experience, experiencing winter in Manchester.
You could do without. And is there anything that you will take back and do differently when you go back as a result of being here?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of things. One of them being the issue of that I highlighted on, that training lecturers, academics in using these electronic gadgets. We just take it simple that if a person has got an iPad, he knows how to use it, yet they don't know how to effectively use them. So I think maybe organizing 1 or 2 sessions per semester for the academics, where you also factor in the issue of them contributing to the training, where you probably maybe try and just have an informal survey of what they need to be, what they need to know about these electronic gadgets, even laptops. I think it would be good to do that. Then, of course, the impact assessment, I think I will go and contribute really to the evaluation of information literacy at the University of Zimbabwe Library. I think it's a process that is about to begin, so as an information literacy trainer, my input, I think, will also be valid. So I'll go and contribute what I've seen here to the IL evaluation at the University of Zimbabwe Library. Then there were also some things, global trends that are happening. Of course, though we are still lagging behind in terms of technology, I think we also need to be prepared as IL practitioners in Zimbabwe and in Africa in terms of embedding technology. Like there was a presentation by Emma Shields on Info via Collaborate, I think, as you mentioned, where you can carry out a training session whilst you are in your office and the students are on their laptops, where they will be seeing what you'll be doing on your desktop rather than a PowerPoint presentation, but it's a real-time interaction. I think I'll try to look for some open source softwares with regard to that issue and try and see how we can implement it.
Oh, that's brilliant. We're running out of time now, but I just want to say thank you, Darlington, for your time today and your excellent contribution and presentation, and it's been a privilege for me to be here with you.
All right, thank you. Hopefully we'll be
Hopefully
we'll be part of the LILAC 2014. Yeah, looking at the global trends, it's really an interesting issue to see where you are, where you need to improve, and where you are coming from. I think those are my last words. But, Steve Wheeler's presentation, I think they need to actually avail the video for it, so that we have something that we always play and listen to.
That's a good point. Okay, well, thank you.